Jon and Chris, thank you so much for joining us. And Jon, I'll start with you. How did you become involved in the Warrior Games?
I've been involved in various veterans issues for quite some time. And a buddy of mine that had worked with a group called ACP, American Corporate Partners, asked me if I would host Warrior Games last year. And so I did, and you can't do that and not want to be involved more or be involved with trying to bring more attention to these really remarkable men and women, some world-class athletes, to witness their spirit and camaraderie and the love that they have for each other and what that allows them to do, either physically or mentally. They go through a lot. This isn't about charity for hurt people. This is about going to witness tenacity, resilience, people that refuse to be defined by the worst day that ever happened to them, and their spirit is infectious.
Chris, it was at West Point last year, it's in Chicago this year, much more public involvement. How significant is that to maybe have more people experience what Jon experienced last year, which is be up close and personal and be impacted, you know, in a direct kind of way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like Jon said, I mean, for us, this is huge. It's just raising awareness for us. That's the biggest thing. You know, we're not out here looking for, you know, the sympathy votes or anything like that. We're really trying to just raise awareness for everybody.
Now, you live by the philosophy that no matter your circumstances, don't give up, keep fighting, seek help. It's never a sign of weakness. Chris, when did you come to that realization in your own life?
So for me, it's been a battle. I've been stationed at Walter Reed in Bethesda, Maryland for, actually next month will be 3 years for me now since I had my injury back in 2013-14 in Afghanistan. So it took me a while. My first 2 years that I was at Walter Reed, I kind of was, you know, denying it, like, no, I'm good. I don't need any help. Like, I got this. I can do it on my own. That kind of macho, I guess, you know, male ego type thing of I can do this on my own. And then, you know, it just got to that point where, you know, I was really down and I really had to reach out to somebody. And so, and that's what I did. I sought the help that I needed, and I'm where I am today, obviously, because I did that.
Explain the circumstances around your injury. How did it occur? You mentioned you were injured in Afghanistan.
Yeah, so I was overseas in Afghanistan during some IDF that we had come in. I had to retreat, and during that, I actually ended up blowing out my knee completely. So I've had, this is actually, you see me in a brace now today. This is actually, I'm recovering from my 5th knee surgery now since I've had my injury.
So what is it, you know, you're competing in several different...
All of them.
What aren't you competing in? Yeah,
competing in all of them.
I decided not to be a swimmer this year.
Okay, all right, thank you. The rest of the
you
competition
know,
should thank you.
Yeah,
But, you know,
maybe next year.
why so many?
For me, it's just, I've been an athlete all the way up, growing up since Pop Warner, you know, playing sports all the way up through. And that's the biggest thing for me, is just that the ability to still be able to compete. My biggest thing out of this was, you know, they're telling me that, hey, you know, you're probably never going to run again. So that was a big, you know, gut shot to me. You know, being 27 years old and, you know, having doctors tell you that, hey, you're never going to run again. It's like, wait, what?
A lot of the guys and the women talk about that loss of teamwork and the group, and these sports and being a part of the team again bring them back to that feeling, which is real important for their healing.
So you have wheelchair basketball, sitting volleyball, shot put and discus, cycling, air rifle. Let's focus on the wheelchair basketball. Speak our language for a second. Give us a scouting report. Like, who are you to the wheelchair basketball competition in terms of your equivalent?
You know, that's
NBA?
a tough one.
Who would it?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to divulge too much information there,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
because the games are coming up. But no, definitely. So for me, I mean, for our team, I'm considered the big man on the team. So
So you're the Boogie Cousins of your squad?
yeah, you know.
Without the, you know,
Without the
but
technical...
very good in the locker room. Very good in the locker room.
Kind of the Shaq too, but I won't be able to pull you know, any rims down, obviously, because, you know, we're not doing any dunking in wheelchair basketball. But yeah, so I'm the big man on the court. So you'll see me in the paint a lot, obviously, out there. And, you know, Army won it last year, so we got to, you know, bring it back again this year. So
They got to defend their title. Army won the whole thing.
What's your go-to move in the paint?
I mean, I like the hook shot. You know, so it's hard to
Going
defend.
Kareem
You got
on
to
him,
foul.
huh?
You got to foul too.
Have you seen wheelchair, but like in the paint?
Yeah.
It gets brutal.
Not for the faint of heart.
No, it is not for the faint of heart.
It's definitely not.
And this is no one and done. This is no one and done. He doesn't turn pro right after that. He comes back for another, we still have him for 2 more years.
You're obviously an inspiration to many. Who inspires you? Who drives you? Who keeps you going? Is it your fellow?
Thank you, Chris, but I don't. No, it's fine. It's fine.
You sure? You sure you don't want me to put it out? No, for me, like I mentioned earlier, it's definitely my family. You know.
3 kids, right?
Yeah,
Happy belated Father's Day.
Hey, I appreciate that as well. Yeah, my family, you know, my kids as well, you know, drive me, and everything that I can do, you know. Every day, you know, I wake up is definitely a blessing, but you know, I'm here to do for them.
All right, well, we'll definitely be rooting you on as well as the other athletes that'll be competing. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Jon.
And I do hope that as your show gets more successful, they put you on a better set.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah.
What, you didn't notice the theme here? Like, no, too much?
Da-na-da, da-na-na, da-na-na.